This is where a lot of y'all mess up. You buy into this. You're trained to buy into this. An employee says, I'm going to work, 40 to 50 hours a week. Agreement. I'm going to do just enough. Not to get what? Fired. That's the agreement you're making. Ain't nobody working and doing the best they can. You're doing just enough. Your boss saying, if you do just enough, we're going to pay you just enough. Right there, an antagonistic relationship between you and your employer began. Because you doing just enough, they paying just enough. So really what y'all both saying is, we're going to see which one of us going to make it. Right there. I may have to work 40 plus years. That's what you're saying. Now look, I'm not knocking a job. I'm giving you the facts. This is what it's designed to do. I'm giving you the facts. Y'all know in EDM, we don't knock jobs. I'm giving you the facts. Now, I'm going to tell you when I decided, and I'm not telling anybody to do this. I'm going to tell you when I decided enough was enough. I'm going to tell you when I decided enough was enough. When I learned that everything is energy, it changed my life. Everybody say energy. Everything is energy. If that bottle of water was glass, and I was an opera singer that could sing a high enough octave, could my frequency shatter this glass? Do you know people that can do it? Have you seen it done? Okay, so what you're telling me is my brain has the wherewithal or the ability to tell my vocal cords and my tongue to hit a high enough octave to break something that is inanimate. What that means is something that can move and shake and vibrate can shatter something that appears to not be moving, shaking, or vibrating, but it is. You learned a long time ago, don't get lost on this, this is important, I'm going somewhere. You learned a long time ago that everything is protons, neutrons, and what? You learned that a long time ago. Which ones move? Electrons move. You learned a long time ago that if you take this and break it down, you'll see molecules in everything you're sitting on. You'll see molecules. So everything is moving, although it appears to be what? This changed my life. This changed my life. How did it change your life, Brian? Because that means what I'm thinking about has a vibration. So if I can physically shatter that with my voice, that means what I'm thinking about is vibrating somewhere. So that means the reason I shattered that, if I'm an opera singer, is because it's not in alignment with the vibrations I'm sending off, so it can't handle it. So, if I'm sending messages, I also must be receiving them. So I'm receiving vibrations that are not in agreement with me. So I had to get strong enough to lift my vibrations high enough to attract vibrations that were in harmony with me. This wasn't vibrating high enough. This wasn't vibrating high enough. I said, I'm bigger than this. I'm talking about what I was doing for a living. Does this make sense? So if we've proven that I can shatter this with my vibrations and my frequencies, if I can reach a high enough octave, everybody can't do it, but we all know that it's possible, then that means when I think about, I can actually bring about, there are people, I don't care if you believe it or not, that can move that an inch, just like I can shatter it with my voice. Then what makes you think if I can't shatter it with my voice, I can't reach another level in the universe and move it? It's called metaphysics. Now, if this is true, then everything you think about constantly, you must be attracting. Has to be. It's scientifically proven. So watch. You're here more than you home. Look at the system now. You here more than you home. And y'all wonder why I break my neck to get y'all to $280 a day and $400 a day and all this and $140 a day, because I'm going to have you home more than you here. Now, Rich, if you here more than you home, that means by physics, you think about this more. So, even when you're off, you hear. You hear when you're off. Because you're like, I got to go back to work. So what you're doing is you enjoying your time off, but you're not really enjoying it off because you count how much you got left off. You like, so now you like subconsciously, you're like, I got to get such done because it's back to work. Let's look at it. You off Saturday. He's like, it's the weekend. No, it ain't the weekend. Let's be real about it. You worked Friday. You worked Friday, and you was at work more than you were at home because you got up early, you did your hours, we got to sleep. So really, you enjoyed happy hour Friday. So that don't count. You just was starting your mental break. You're off Saturday. And Sunday, it's back to work. Don't tell me I'm lying. So if thoughts are things and vibrations are what you think about, then you telling me 80% of your life you think about the place you don't want to be. Brian, I want a new house, but I can't afford it. It determines what you can't do. Brian, I got 2 kids that want to go to college, but I can't afford it. It determined your 2 children's future. Brian, I want to go on vacation. Brian, I want to do this, but I can't because I ain't got enough time off. So every decision you make, you check with this first. Every decision you make, your mind goes here first because that's where you are the most. And y'all wonder why I be in a mad dash. It ain't that I hate your job. I got to get you off your job. Not me, but you got to get yourself off your job so your mind can open up and think about everything you want to think about so you can bring everything you want. It's a rush to get out of there, y'all. That's determining everything you do because you got to think about that before you can do this.